Deck check. Welcome back to the first and only unscripted, unsupervised, unhinged 10-minute testing. Today we are taking a look at Goblin, and that's right, I'm not playing any Goblin. So I don't often actually make allusions to 10-minute testing on this show, because I don't actually watch it anymore. But I do think it is important to point out that we are actually taking a very different approach than the 10-minute testing on Goblin took. MBT pointed this out himself. He decided to go with the version of Goblin that plays a critical mass of the Goblin main deck monsters to attempt to resolve Goblin Biker Mean Merciless and use that as their way to make a rank 3. But I think that version of the deck is actively dog shit. So instead we're taking the approach that gets you canceled by the Ghoster community and just doing a bunch of generic rank 3 enablers like Xiamen, like Tour Guide, and of course like the newly semi-limited Terror Top. The best card in the deck gets you to a rank 3 without even using the normal summon. But of course we will be drawing Takatomborg in every opener, no questions asked. 2 SP, my wallet. I mean, you kind of gotta play 2 SP in everything. I don't know if you, I don't know where you've been, but you probably should be doing that. But you don't have to. You don't have to play 2 SP in anything. You don't have to play 1 SP in anything. You're just gonna lose a lot of games if you don't have 1, and a lot of other games you don't have 2. And you're gonna lose games if you lose rock, paper, scissors like me all the time. I'm gonna get in here and the nurse is gonna be like, oh wow, your blood pressure is really high because I start thinking about the stupid turtle. You should just like keep chat open so you can like tell us what the doctor is saying in real time. I think that'd be pretty funny. I play hero as my main. Ah, excellent. A deck that locks you out of SP. That's the way to go. Someone recommended to me playing the way to not have to spend $1 trillion in today's format. This was back when like SP discourse was happening back last October. Someone said, why not just play a deck that locks you out of it, like Exosister? And I just linked them the Exosister list that topped Indianapolis that was on SP. I'm just like, what's your response, dumbass? Oh my god. We shouldn't get sidetracked talking about SP Little Knight. We should be talking about goblins. There are no goblins in this hand. We could be playing literally anything right now. Everything in Indy played SP. Yep, 32 out of 32. 100%. I think if we considered all of those decks as like one archetype, as like all of them are the SP Little Knight archetype, that's like well and truly beyond tier 0, right? Obviously that's an unfair assessment to make, but it's still right. It's still completely true and real. I think a goblin or 2 in this hand wouldn't be so bad. Could swipe the materials off of like their Shangri era if they're planning to make that. We do notably, this is actually awesome. We have a normal summon, we have Terror Top to bait out the interaction, and we have an extender if the normal is like negated. So this is like gotta be like the perfect hand aside from like the 1 brick we drew. If we can't win with this hand, I think we actually just stop doing the deck check and we go do something else, right? Show me 3 1-ofs! Alright. He's gonna end on like flare metal. Do it. Do it. Summon a Rise Heart. I can play. I'm strong. I can take it. Aight. Did they search the prep? I wasn't watching. Ah. Yeah, they have prep. So the set is prep. Probably. What was that, 3? Take the desires, I dare you. Yeah, they're taking the imperm. That kind of punishes them for setting before activating Prosp, though, because now I know which one is which. Well, yeah, banished. It's, yeah, it's the dog. I just got a YouTube comment that leads with, I love you. You know, we have to talk about this. I'm sorry. I didn't want to talk about this, but we're going to do... They ended on Flare Metal. We're going to talk about this, because it's important to me. Can you guys stop being horny for me? I'm sick of it. No, it's pity. Thank you, Fiore. The horny will continue until morale improves. Alright. This is while it has material, right? So if we just swipe both the materials off, we can, like, fuck them over. No, yeah, the law, I understand the type of comment you're referring to. I just get a lot of comments that are like, I love you, followed by, like, multiple paragraphs of why, like, my content is the most important in the entire Yu-Gi-Oh community. And I know every time I say this shit, people are like, oh, yeah, Mr. Humble here. I'm like, no, I hate it when they do this. It's so fucking annoying. I don't know what they want me to respond, like, thanks. Like, no, like, it's not even that good, right? It's just me saying dumb bullshit like Princess sucks. I got so much shit for that. I didn't even say Princess was bad. It was just putting into perspective the fact that she's good because of the environment she was created into. You know what I mean? Alright, let's swipe the materials off this Metal Flare. Nurture over nature. That's a good way to put it, actually. Oh, fuck. It makes me remember. Ah! I know it's these two, though. Princess is if DPE had legs, but it's not. It's not nearly as good as DPE. DPE is so good that you played 2 bad cards to play him. Princess is good because she can be played with good cards. That's the difference. Mally and Denier aren't bad cards in Hero. Do I have to post Burger King every 5 minutes? Lettuce and tomato aren't bad toppings on a burger. How many times we gotta post this fucking burger? Let's get rid of the imperm. We can, like, we can do this and then we can, like, Zeus, right? In what world are lettuce and tomato bad toppings? Not on a burger. I agree, they're not bad on a burger. You know what they're bad on? What are they bad on? I'm trying to like think of a food they're bad on, and I know they exist, but I can't. I can't recall one. Right? Pie. So imagine, I'm doing my best. Ice cream. They're bad on ice cream for sure. Zeus is... See, Zeus? Objectively good card. Any deck with an Xyz monster plays it, for sure. In fact, many decks don't need Xyz monsters. They just slot one in so they can play Zeus. In fact, if you're on Tactics, maybe you'll take an Xyz monster, make Zeus. Do you understand now? Yeah, Zeus limited during cash format sound. That makes me uncomfortable to think about. Like, oh wow. They made the perfect thing to... They just invented a, They invented a card with a Diablosis target on its head. I think we take this thing. Yeah, I think so. Make Fortress. Full armored. Swipe the Gabonga off to summon you. Summon you from hand. You summon back the Gabonga. I think we make SP with these two. And then I think we put Typhon on top of Zeus, which is really funny. Nah, I don't think we make Typhon because I think that'll fuck up, because what we're going to do is we're going to use Clutter. Should this be on IP? I don't know if we have the room. Oh, this banishes when it leaves the field. I gotta avoid that. Let's just get the draw. Screw it. Yeah, free draw. Fuck it. What are we banishing from their graveyard? What if we banish the Theosis just to be like, oh, here, a card on me for intimidation. Ah, we don't need to do that thing. I guess if anyone's gonna, to avoid anyone commenting on this video saying it wouldn't have worked, what we're gonna do is we were going to attach Mock to Gabonga during the end phase. Clutter can detach the Mock as a quick effect on their turn. Then Mock can detach the last material from Fortress so that it can become the full armored guy. Alright, we win. Chat, we won. What do you think? Oh man, it's all coming together. Summon Xiamen. And we could skip the Foxy Tune step and just go right to Madame Spider. But if we conserve the normal summon for Tour Guide, that's good if we get interrupted. I'm gonna get rid of the E-Telly. It feels bad, but I think that's the best choice. We don't need too much more extension. The Ash plays around Maxi, of course. Folks, Master Duel is a hellscape invented by invented by the government to soften us up for the impending end of the world. Did you know that? People don't know that. Now, since we saved the arrival, we get to search. What's his nuts? Stampede. Search Stampede with this motherfucker. This motherfucker gonna be stampeding all of this. I'm such an idiot. Why do you guys watch me? Now we do this. Full armored. Goblin fresh off the road trip. He peed. Okay, that's why you guys watch me, because you're all idiots too. Thank you for that one, the Law YGO. That was very reassuring. Good to have you here on this episode of Deck Check. I'm still thinking about how I found the line to lethal in that last game of Retro Rumble like 5 minutes after we got off call. Bestials! Bitch. You can put his name in the title, featuring the Law YGO. I really take up space rent-free. Yep. I'm not too proud to admit it, you know. Think about it every day. Do you think it's worth it to use the tour guide to make a second Gabonga? What else could we do, theoretically? I think we just make, you turn into... There's this girl with big Gabongas. I'm talking like massive. So this gets Meanda from deck. So that's good. That's a start. This deck needs like a spell negate so bad. That's something like... So if you're not familiar with, If you're not familiar with my earlier work in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, one thing I theorized out for a little while is this idea of what if you could play a deck with 40 copies of Rat Pierre as your entire, like, main deck. Like, you had to play 40 copies of Rat Pierre. Just no questions asked. And what we kind of determined is that it would be... It would be pretty good, but it could not make a spell negate to save its life. So you just end on, like, Apollo, Trident, UFD. There. Have you ever Gabonga girl? This archetype is simply too silly to be left alive. They should ban Gabonga just because we can't handle Gabonga. Ah! Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna shotgun all our shit. Summon Clutter. Clutter summons Mean. Then Mean will summon Doug from hand. Doug will charge. It will chain full armored Xyz. They're really out here naming the man Doug. They really did him like that. And we make the one and only, the world's greatest, the king! Add arrival. New chain, because we're not, and I'm not done yet. Full armored. Equip Fortress. Effective Lancer. The Dark Lancer. Suck him up. There we go. Okay, so they didn't try to play through too much of the board, but we got to kind of do what the goblins kind of do uniquely in this scenario. That's fun. Yeah, the real question we should be asking is, did you have a good time? I had a little bit of fun. I enjoyed saying Gabonga. I enjoyed I like boobs. But the truth is that this deck's end board is really just too weak. It obviously doesn't have access to spell and trap interaction, so a copy of Triple Tactics Thrust can fuck over your whole day. And really just, even though there's like all these different points of interaction, it's sometimes just not enough if your opponent is playing through it in a smart manner. I'd like to thank the LukeVonKarma for collaborating with me on this one. He was a huge help. Check out his channel where he makes such excellent videos as... somebody name of the LukeVonKarma video.